The 59th Colorado West Amateur. Day one is in the books. Mark and I were out at the links, and there is plenty of golf to get to. So let's get straight to the leaderboard. Here we go. After 18 holes, we have got a tie at the top of the board. Both Clint Finkbener and Nolan Miller rocking 4 under 67 rounds. Miller birdied 18, a par 5 to get back in there. More from the two leaders later. Dylan Wanacott eagled on the very first hole he played as he shot 3 under 68. Jeb Savage is leading the first flight, and after shooting 3 under has put himself into the mix for the championship. Scott Sullivan, a member of Bookcliff Country Club, playing well on home turf, finishing the day in 5th. After the round, we caught up with the co-leaders.
This is great. This is my first time really playing this course, first time playing this tournament. Liked it a lot. Had fun with my group out there, and it was fun to go back and forth. We were both making a good amount of birdies, and everything went well. No complaints.
If I'm with Nolan tomorrow, I'm going to have somebody push me again. He was on fire, so hopefully that's the case again. Somebody else is pushing me.
I've always liked playing with people that are better than me. It's always nice to have someone kind of pushing you along, and I don't know, it was just we were both making a bunch of birdies all over the place, so it was and no bogeys, more importantly, so it was fun to watch.
Yeah, it certainly was. Well, that's what happened on the course today. For a look at the tournament from a historical context, our Mark Talley spoke with Bernie Busher, who's been connected to this tournament since its inception.
Way back in 1961, my dad and a couple of his buddies started this golf tournament. It's a bit unusual because it's a 3-day tournament. Most of the amateur tournaments are 2 days. They wanted to do something special. I caddied for my dad in those early years, and starting in about 1967, I started playing it pretty consistently. So this is the 59th annual, and I probably played in 45 or 50 of them somewhere, I don't know.
To have this tournament come back and have such a resounding response on the tail end of the COVID concerns.
You know, I think there's a lot of things here. I will tell you, I didn't have any trouble social distancing. I played with 3 young kids today. They were 60 yards past me on every drive, so I was more than 6 feet apart all day. But you know, I think folks do want to get back and start resuming something that resembles a normal life.
Let's just talk a little bit about the man that the championship is named after, Mr. Paul Brown. You've obviously played in a ton of these tournaments. You've played, in the tournaments where Mr. Brown has won. Can you just talk about the kind of run that he had to capture that many championships?
You know, it's better than most people realize, and I've been doing some research on it the last couple of weeks. Paul won it 13 times. Everybody knows that. But he also finished second in almost every year that he didn't win it. There was a streak of 14 years where he finished first or second every time. I think Paul's legacy is of extraordinary talents at golf.
What would kind of just the feeling of this weekend be for you?
I see folks at this tournament that I've seen for 25 years coming to this tournament. It's a really nice opportunity to reconnect with folks and find out how their families are doing and how they're doing and what's going on in their lives. We've still got a chance to sit around and tell a few stories and probably a few lies.
All right, well, 1 day down, 2 days to go. As you heard Russ say in weather, rain is in the forecast for tomorrow because the tournament staff has to spread out the tee times to meet health regulations. They tell us they only have about an hour and a half of daylight to work around the storms. Tune in to KREX 5 News tomorrow. Of course, Mark will be telling you all about it. That's it for sports. I'm Mike Kretz, and we'll see you then.